you released your second album in 2013.
High Times.
What took so long? I mean, you was hot as fish grease.
It was, you know what? We have to peel back the veneers. I was mixtaping around. I was on the mixtape scene like a fool. Heavy, like, man, it was so fruitful and so lovable. Like, the cash was still there and the hits that I was dropping was still there. You gotta think about it. I was still performing the Keisha Cole hit, the hit with Jim Jones, We Fly High, the hit with 8 Ball, Sound Like Money. I got on the Blood remix with Game. What else I was on? The Top Back remix with me, Tip, Jeezy, and BG. A couple of more, just throwing that out there. It was lovely to do all of these things and stay steady because the show money was good. You feel me? I was flying in out of state doing like numbers, you know what I'm saying? I was comfortable. You feel me? I was still riding foreigns, living in condos, and you know what I'm saying? So by the time I get to 2013 and what you call it came out, High Time, man, it was just back on top. Feel me? FDB came out, bro.
FDB came out. I mean, I want to say that's your biggest record. I mean, it might be bigger than Shoulder Lane, right?
I want to say too, bro, like that shit is fucking huge. To this day, bro, like you can play that shit have, like, man, I was, my cousin Yeshe he had me perform at my cousin birthday party. It was her sweet 16, bro. Before I did it, I was like, maybe I'm a little bit too older for these kids to be. Man, I turned that shit on. These kids knew every word, went crazy. I was like, God is good.
Nah, because right now, that record got something like 34 million streams on Spotify.
Yeah.
Them kids know that record.
They didn't know that record.
Them kids definitely know that record. I know at some point you and I know you and Zaytoven, y'all released a joint mixtape. And I think it was after that album. How did you and Zaytoven get that cool?
Zay always been somebody that connected with real street motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And once they see you and it's real, like the Gucci's and the Young LA's, you know what I'm saying? I was so connected to these guys without knowing I was connected to them. And that's the connection Zaytoven would do. Like, he'll show you how much you have in common with how he draws. You feel what I'm saying? Like, his attachments have, you know what I'm saying? You'll be like, Zay, Gucci, Zay, Young LA, Zay, Future, Zay, Young Dro. You feel what I'm saying? All of these people have something in common. You feel me? And we all fuck with each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope. You know what I mean? So when I hooked up with Zay, I was like, I couldn't wait to be here. Like, this was like clockwork.
Yeah. That's an interesting connection, and I noticed, like you said, he's connected to so many people who do have that street connection.
Yes.
I don't know, what is it? Maybe it's just something in that he identifies with, but he brings the best out of them.
Bring the best out of it, and like when we released our project, it was successful. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, Zay just got this. And I think we both got church backgrounds. I was like, the connect was there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, around that time, and I hope I'm getting my timeline correct, you get arrested at Georgia Southern University.
Yeah.
What was that about?
Man, that's a conversation that I really wouldn't like. It's because of the person in it. Like, I'm good on that conversation.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
you got another arrest. Hopefully you'll talk about this. And this is a couple of years later. like we done talked about the good times. Let's what goes up will come down.
Yeah.
So we making our way into the dark side of Dro.
Right.
And this got to be a funny story for you.
Yeah.
Here you are, 100% from the streets.
Yeah.
2019, you get locked up over attacking, and I want to say it's your baby mama with banana pudding. like you got.
Let me explain, bro.
That's a real street move right there.
That's some street
bro.
shit. Like it was like, bro, they had me on memes and shit with banana puddings, looking like fucking Bill Cosby. Talk about fucking man, bro. They had me with the ice cream pudding pops with the hat on and shit. I was like, oh, okay, so y'all gonna do me like that. But man, it was a time, man. I think that, okay, again, my addiction and acting out, irate, pissed off, agitated, and my baby mom was on some other shit, bro. And I just, you know what I'm saying? It was so crazy, bro. I was like, when the cops got there, bro, I was like, so what you gonna charge me with? Cause I ain't did shit. I ain't did nothing but throw some fucking banana pudding. And she was like, yeah, gotta take you to jail, bro. So we in the back seat. I'm in the back seat. Me and the cop is literally trying to find a charge for me.
Are you serious?
Yes. She was like, Dro, she knew me. You know what I'm saying? She was like, Dro. She was like, I don't even know what to charge you with. She had to call the supervisor, like, what are we going to charge him with? Because it's banana pudding. You feel me? So she had to write this down. So when we get to the jail, they like, Dro, what you doing in here? So I was like, please don't read the ticket. They like, banana fucking pudding. Like, nigga, I am throwing some goddamn banana pudding. And I'm looking at him like, I should have ate it, dog. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? It was unfortunate. Dude, don't you know, me and Ricky Smiley came up with a recipe on how to sell goddamn banana pudding, man.
Yeah, you should have capitalized on that, man.
I was trying, bro, but it was so fucking funny, bro. I'm like, what the fuck, man? And like, listen, like, even then, bro, I was in jail. The sheriff came to me and they was doing a scared straight program. They had some kids in there. And the kids was like, who is that? They was like, man, that's Dro. Dro, would you come speak to the kid? I was like, what the hell, bro? You feel me? I'm gonna go out there, talk to the kid. Hey, look, man, don't be out in the street doing shit, shout. They like, what you in here for? I was like, don't worry about it. Just don't be out in the street. You feel me? Don't be doing shit in the street. Anything can land you in here, shouting. You feel me? Even some banana goddamn pudding, you dig? So yeah, it was embarrassing, and it was a lesson learned because it wasn't so much as the banana pudding got me in trouble. It was my attitude, my aggressiveness. I was coming down off something. I really was letting the drugs was tipping back in, getting the best of me. You know what I'm saying? And I was on the verge of trying to stop, and it was just God saying, all the way, or I'm a boom. You keep on playing, I'm a boom. You feel me? Like I ain't playing with you no more. Like all the way. And I was like, I want to stay doing Adderall. Or, you feel what I'm saying? And it was just God telling me like either all the way or I'm gonna keep nipping. You're gonna keep nipping away until you're gonna fuck yourself for a big time. And eventually I would give. You know what I'm saying? But a couple of years later, I gave.